So hello, sweet friends. We are here today in our backyard in Worcester, Vermont with my beautiful mom, Joan Hollister, and her dog, Lily. And Mom came up for the weekend, and we were just very excited to, of course, always have her hanging out. Oh, and this is Bo the cat. Guess wants to be here too. And I just wanted to capture kind of some of what it was like growing up in our family with this amazing matriarch. Mom has 18 grandchildren and 2 great-grandchildren and 5 kids, of which I am the youngest. So anyway, Mom, welcome to our home. What's your favorite part about coming to visit us in Worcester?
Oh, the favorite part, of course, is being with the family and being amidst all the chaos and the beauty and the love. And it just takes me back to the memories of when you were a little one.
What did I do when I was little?
Well, I think as I understand, we're kind of talking about your musical career, and what I would want to say is the beginning of this musical career, your musical career, was in my car. He was the youngest of 5, as he has said, and we had a carpool. And Chad always rode in the front seat, no seatbelts, rode in the front seat, and he would have his drumsticks with him and play on the dashboard of our car the whole way. I mean, it would be like 5 miles to and back, and you know what? It was fine. I loved it, and I saw the beginning of what has blossomed into a beautiful musician. So that's the first thing I remember. And then of course it goes by degrees on up. Then your drumsticks turned into people playing in our basement, people, your friends, trying to make music. And
the crappy garage band.
And we celebrated it. We said that sounded so great, and we were just so excited. So it went by degrees, and thankfully it kept going up.
Well, you know, one of the things that I remember you talk about drumming on the dashboard is that we used to live in South Burlington at 1620 Dorset Street, just on the same road as the amazing Spotlight Vermont and the Black Box Theater. That's how we met this wonderful team that's behind the cameras. And every time I would do a drum solo for sometimes a good half hour, and at the end of each solo would always be like, yes, yes, clapping, and I just couldn't believe it, because most parents would be like, leave, or kick me out of the house, but
no,
you didn't do that. It was very nice of you, so thanks for not kicking me out.
Support, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think that's an amazing thing too, though, is that literally the support from the beginnings, from you and from Dad, of music as a career. There was never the vibe of, you need to be an attorney, or you need to be a doctor or something that actually, quote unquote, makes money. There was never that pressure. It was always the huge loving support of doing something that I love to do and still love to do. I wouldn't have done it unless I really loved it. So
well, related to that comment, I do remember asking you when we talked about your major at the University of Vermont. Chad, your major is Spanish. French, excuse me. Okay.
Oui. C'est français.
And so what do you think you'll be doing with that? I mean, we're paying these enormous bills, and he said he owned that question and answer and said, it doesn't matter, because I know what I'm going to do. And by gum, he was right. He didn't really need his French major.
By gum. Yeah.
Yes, you moved right on. You knew what was going to happen, and it's happening.
Yeah. So as you've grown up, we've grown up. People always ask, did I come from a musical background? And my first answer is always, why, yes, I did. Not from my father, but from my mother. Because tell them a little bit about what you do.
Well, I have always sung in a chorus, and that's been my real joy outside the family. And I sang with the University Choral Union in Burlington, Vermont, and we had 2 concerts a year, and I required my 5 children to come to the concert. I mean, no matter what the age, beginning probably at 5.
True.
And always, almost consistently, they and you would say, I don't want to go, it's boring, I hate that music.
I would never say that.
Yes, you did indeed.
No way.
And it's boring. And so my answer that day and my answer today is that I would go to all of your meets, your cross country, your tennis matches, your whatever. I would be there. Hockey games.
4 a.m. hockey practice.
I would be there. Yeah. And you were going to be at something that was of my interest.
I'm
And I think it was a wonderful decision. It expanded them and helped them understand about thinking of others.
It's true. And the funnest thing about going to Mom's choral concerts is that you could literally pick her out. I remember it so well. They, hallelujah.
Oh, you're not supposed to say that.
And I could hear her, and she, I could hear you.
I hope our director is not listening.
But it was a good thing for us.
But it's not supposed to be.
Well, yeah, it was good. I could hear you. And always this amazing smile on your face. It just, singing makes you so happy. And now you have organized a group that is all across the country. But tell them a little bit about what you're doing now, because I think that's really beautiful.
Now we have a group called the Threshold Singers, and we are a mixed chorus of about 28 people. And what we do is go into Kaplan. Kaplan is where we are now, which is a family cancer center, and we sing for patients who are critically ill and dying. And we sing at the bedside with 4 people at a time, and it is such a gift to them and to us to bring this music to people in their last days.
And that's the amazing thing, because someone that doesn't think about it at all would be like, well, that's morbid, right?
Yeah,
but the beauty of it, what it brings to you, like you said, both ways, what it brings to you and to them.
It's expanded our understanding and appreciation of death. And so it's been a real point of growth for our singers, I think, as well as the gift of giving. That's
an amazing thing. And our friend Kathy has a group that she does it with. Does she do it down in Florida? Putt's wife?
Kathy,
yeah,
I'm not sure
Kathy,
who you mean.
Kathy Cowens. I had told you about her, but she's one of our Woodbury Lake friends.
Oh, yes.
And
yes.
she also has a Threshold group.
Right.
And I think it's down in Florida.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, that's amazing. And so now that we flash forward to like these years and the shows and the growth that we've done, is it fun for you to, I do not require that you come to these shows, but I always let you know. And what's it like when we play at Spruce Peak?
Yeah, well, it's not even a choice. I would not miss one. I have to go when they're within reach. Mm-hmm. I have to go to your concerts. And I don't like calling them concerts, and I don't like calling them gigs. What's the appropriate term? Because it's
performance.
It's performance. Maybe? It's they're just so much more than a concert. They involve everybody in the audience. They are much freer to me than a concert denotes. I just would not miss one, and I obviously miss many because of distance, but whenever I can be here, I am here or there for it.
And people love it when you're there, because people love to connect with you. I mean, the stories about people meeting you always comes back to me on the road, wherever I am, all across the country, back when we used to travel.
Yes.
And start to do that at some point. But so it's always great having you there. We love that vibe, for sure.
Well, you tend to do a little embarrassing, and mom's in the audience, and everybody let's clap for mom, and that's kind of tricky to have that happen. But I was ill in the past month for a bit of time, and there was a concert that one of my friends attended, and a performance, a happening, and this friend said, "Oh, I missed you so much, but your son talked about you." so I knew that I was there.
I always talk about you, Mom.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the matriarch of the family, it's pretty amazing raising 5 kids and remembering 18 grandchildren's birthdays, and now great-grandchildren. You have great-grandchildren.
And a third great-grandchild on the way, yes.
So, Mom, I know you dread this question, but how young are you?
I'm 89.
Whoa! So what's it going to feel like next year when you say I'm 90?
I'm not sure I'll be able to say it.
I think you will. I think you'll be able to say it. Well, so here, let's talk about, for a brief moment, your favorite songs that we play. There's a couple songs that kind of may have been written for you or with you in mind. Isn't that right?
Yes. Yes, there are. There's one song in particular called "Stop the World." I want to get off, and I remember that is the song that I think you wrote for me on my 85th birthday, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
And we were all away as a family for the weekend, and then late Saturday night, Chad said he had a song to present, and he sang this song for me, and it brings tears to my eyes every time we sing it. I mean, and I say we because we all love it, and we all sing along with you. Mm-hmm. Yes.
That's a fun one, and people love that story.
Yes.
I always love it. It's requested at every gig.
Yes.
Every gig.
Yes.
And then, are there other songs? Do you have other faves?
Oh, there are other faves. There are a lot of them. It's hard to put me on the spot because
That's okay.
I draw not a blank on the songs, but I can't immediately say Life, of course.
Yeah.
The Song of Life. Well, that really is right there up with Stop the World, because it talks about what it is to be alive and to be together, and for us it's a symbol of our family, and every time you play it, you know that if all of our family is there, or whomever is there, we all gather and put our arms around each other and sing with you Life, because we kind of think of it as our family song.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, it's been sung at a lot of different from some
situations.
Celebration of Dad's life. When we lost him, boy, 16,
it was in 04.
17 years ago.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. That was a rough one. I needed the crowd, the audience, the attendees at that to help me sing that chorus for sure.
Yes.
but also just to celebrations. You know, I think it's from graduations or whatever. It really kind of crosses that threshold of an appreciation for life, and a life lived
Fully.
know. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's sweet. Well, Mom, is there anything else that you think of that you'd like to tell your fans? You do have fans, you know.
I want to say to you, and the fans can hear that I am so thankful for the route you have taken with your music, because to me, you have chosen a direction that has allowed you to still focus on what is so important to you, and that is your family. And many musicians who make it really big in the world are off traveling the world, aren't home for months and months and months, and I give thanks every day that you are here, and I know you're gone a lot, but that you basically have this amazing family in this wonderful setting that you love, and you have a home that is so rich that it nourishes you to go out and do what you do. And I'm just so thankful for that choice you've made, because it's been a conscious choice, I feel.
Yeah. Well, me too. That's very sweet. It is true, and a lot of it is a testament to, you know, to Katie. Katie is my beautiful wife, who is
this household could not go on without Katie, and we know that. She is the star.
Yeah, you wouldn't know, but we're staring right at her right now.
I didn't even realize I was staring at her.
She's weeding out. She's weeding out in the garden, and I'm mowing this here lawn. To quote myself.
Yes, Katie has held the fort for so many weeks at a time.
Yeah, we were looking at the videos of the kids. So Riley and Bodie, whom someday maybe you'll get a chance to meet on film. Today is not the day. I tried, but are 14 and 16 now, and this just the videos, you know, of literally of when they were like 4 and 6, and like, you know, running back and forth, jumping on a little mini trampoline that we used to have, and going, you know, and Mommy Katie saying, you know, what's happening? Or like, Daddy's coming home, because every time I would drive back in the driveway from, you know, being gone for, you know, 4 days to a month, they would run out in the driveway, Daddy! You know, I mean, it was just, there's nothing like it. They don't do that anymore.
Well, that's not true.
Well, no. Okay. So they don't do it like they used to. But there's Bodie will be on the couch, hey, Dad, you know, can you get me some toast? Can you make me some toast? Or, but they do like that. They like it when I come home and I'll do my cooking breakfast, or make cinnamon rolls, or make some steak. Bodie loves the steak, but anyway. So yes, family, but you know, again, coming full circle to my family that we've created here, it really comes from you and Dad, and what was created about this community. That, you know, of course, Dad was a preacher, Christ Church Presbyterian for
Minister.
many Presbyterian minister,
Yeah.
and that community was kind of our base, but and then our family, of course, was our main community, but it expanded into the church community too. And but really, you guys gave me that appreciation for having me realize how important family was, because a lot of my friends didn't have near the love or appreciation for family that we had, that we have.
Yeah.
And we see it to this day with the kids too. You know, it's just the appreciation for family. And actually, we were talking about it last night, sitting at the table having dinner together. Like, we always did that.
Had to have dinner together.
Right? Why?
Yes, because it's important time to share your stories. It's to say how the day went, good or bad, and it just is. It creates a bond of strength that I think we relied on a lot. So it's very important to have meals together, sitting down.
Not standing up in the kitchen?
No.
Why not?
No.
You don't digest well, right? I tell
That's
people
right.
that all the time.
Yes, right.
Like I tell people, like my mother said, it's not good. You need to sit down.
Yeah, but no, you talk more freely and
Right.
share more when you're sitting down.
Right. Lily agrees.
Yes.
Well, Mama, thank you so much for taking the time
Thank you.
with us today, coming to visit us and
Yes,
share your story with our friends.
Love it.
And we'll see you at a show sometime soon. That sound good?
Excellent. Yes.
All right. Love you.
Definitely will. Yes. Love you.